Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to make a little video to talk you through what I brought with me to my holiday, which I'm currently on. So I traveled by plane, so I wasn't able to take a whole lot of different things. I could only take one book and then just a few like pencils and supplies. So I wanted to show you what I chose and also talk you through kind of how I selected the different things that I did select to take with me. So for my one book, I chose to take Moon Valley with me. If you've been watching my channel, you know that this is my project book for this year. If you watched my last video, you will also have seen that I did take some time to use my Neocolors and some different other supplies to create some backgrounds for some of the pages that I've been planning to do in this book while I'm away, like this one and also this one. I did this just to make sure that I didn't have to prioritize taking with me any kind of background mediums, as that would take up more space, and it means that I would be able to take a smaller selection of pencils. So that's why I decided to do it like that. I will probably also do a few more pages in here, but they will have to be fully pencil pages, or possibly if I do them after we get to my husband's family's house, I might use some of my watercolors that I have there as well. But yeah, now that we've looked at which book I took with me, let's have a look and see what is inside this one pencil roll that was all the supplies that I took with me. I bought this cute little pencil roll online because I loved all the different cats that it has on it. And my husband also says that this one looks exactly like our cat, so that's really funny as well. So this pencil roll holds approximately, I think, 52 pencils, but I did put in a couple of other things on the edges. So I believe I have about like 45 or so pencils in this roll today. I chose to take only my color pencils with me because they're the ones I've had the longest, so I know the colors the best, I know how they work the best, and I know kind of like some color combinations and everything that I enjoy using. So that's why I chose to take these pencils with me instead of taking some of my other newer sets, just because I don't feel like I know them quite as well. So let's talk through some of the other supplies that I brought with me, and then afterwards I'll tell you about how I selected this array of shades from the big set that I have. So the first thing I brought with me is my Derwent electric eraser. I think it just makes erasing so much easier, and it's definitely worth a little slot in this roll. Then over here on this side, I popped this little manual sharpener just so I wouldn't have to waste any time on taking one of my big sharpeners. I also brought with me these 3 Langur gel pens in white, silver and gold, and these are all the 0.6 nib. They might be a little bit thin for like certain things that I like to do, but I thought at least it'll give me a good selection because I can take the gold, the silver and the white, which are my 3 most used shades. And the ones that I brought with me are all new ones, so they're not open yet, so there's definitely lots of gel pen left in them. Then I also brought with me my Prismacolor colorless blender. I think it works quite well with the color pencils, so just to have something to blend them all with. Okay, so now let's talk through the color selection that I chose and kind of what I'm thinking in terms of how I want to use these colors while I'm away. First of all, I tried to make sure that I had shades of each of the colors. So I have, you know, some reds, some pinks, some oranges, some yellows, some blues, some greens, some purples, and then some neutral shades like browns and grays over here at the end. And then, of course, I also had a look at the pages that I want to color to make sure that these shades go with my ideas for those pages. So let's open my book back up. And let's first have a look at this page. So for this one, I knew that I wanted the leaves to be quite bright. So I chose some of these more yellowy green tones that you can see down here, such as this apple green and this, what is this one? Leaf green, and I believe the warmer one of the darker shades is the forest green. Again, these are some of my favorite green combinations, so I know how all of these colors work together. Then I haven't quite decided on this girl's skin and hair colors, but I made sure I brought some browns, some more neutral like yellowy tones, and then also some more skin tone type shades, such as this shallow orange and also this light coral over here. They both work okay for lighter skin tones, as well as, of course, some of these more apricot yellow and some of the browns that I got over here that would work better for darker skin tones. I also knew that I wanted to do her dress in like a pink shade to go with the background. So I made sure I selected some shades that would go well with that, such as this light pink, this rosy pink, and this Bengal rose. Again, one of my favorite pink color combinations over here. So now let's have a look at this octopi page. I knew that for these seaweeds, I wanted to go with a green color, but not the same kind of bright green color that I chose for the other pages. So here I brought some more neutral kind of greens, like this olive green and this light olive, and they also go nicely with this bottle green as like a really dark shade. Again, this is one of my favorite green combinations when I want a green that isn't quite like a bright yellowy green. So that's why I chose to go with those shades. For the octopi themselves, I think I will probably color them a more orangey red type of shade. So I also brought with me this maroon red as well as this red, and I think they also go quite nicely with some of these oranges for a lighter tone to kind of be a little bit more of a highlight shade. I also brought with me, of course, my white color pencil to make sure that I had something to really lighten up and highlight any areas that I wanted to highlight as well. And then finally, for the pages that I fully planned out, or when saying fully, there are still some elements that I'm not quite sure exactly what I would like to do with. But I think for the flowers, I want to go with either like a red, or I looked up these flowers online and I saw that they can also be yellow. So I made sure I brought with me a good selection of yellows as well. Ranging from really light yellow, like this pale yellow, through to more darker yellow tones like this autumn gold and this light orange yellow, just to make sure that I could shade and highlight the leaves as I wanted to. Again, with the houses, I think I want to go for something more neutral, so it will be those brown tones that I showed you before. And yeah, I think we had a look at most of the other shades already. But there are some colors that I just chose to bring with me, even though I don't have a direct plan for using them in my page, such as these blues and also these purples. I'm just thinking that if I do end up going on to some other fully color pencil pages, that it would be really good to have a selection of blues and purples as well, especially because this book has a lot of flowers that could be purple. I might want to do like some sky or some backgrounds that could be blue. So that's why I chose to also bring those ones, even though I don't have any direct plans of using them in the 3 pages that I have prepared already. But I thought I really can't risk wanting to go on to another page and being like, why didn't I bring any blues or any purples? So I thought I best bring some of those as well. Okay, so as I said, that was everything that I took with me on my holiday, this book and also this little roll of pencils. Because I was going on the plane, of course I had a limited amount of like weight and space that I could fill up. So I only took these 2 things because they both fit inside the little bag that I use as my hand luggage. So that means that for one, I didn't have to put like the pencils and things through into my suitcase and have them and risk having them thrown around and all those kind of things. So I had to keep it compact and light, just for the convenience of being able to put everything in my suitcase. I hope you enjoyed this video and that maybe you found it useful if you're going on holiday and you're considering kind of what you need to pack and bring with you. Leave me a comment down below to let me know if you have any essentials that you could absolutely not travel without if you were going on holiday. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!